Hey, Nesty Besties. Happy Saturday. How is everybody doing in the nest today? Nice to see everybody. Let's see, who do we have in the nest today? I'm just going to keep that up on the screen in case anyone wants to read the transcript of the part of that she says she worked at the shelter as a cook, or cooked at least a meal or two at a woman's shelter. Okay, so we got Vicky Burns in the nest, Niecy, Common Cookers TV, Jennifer Levine. We've got Christy, Grateful Little Farm, Mrs. Jones, Boaz B. We've got Tara Mama. She's not shocked, You thought she looked like she was lying when she said it? Yeah. She's trying to make herself look like a selfless human. And we all know better, but she still has new viewers coming in. I've seen it in the comments. So we got to let them know. Wheelie Mum is in the nest. C. Jewel, Tiny Ghost, John Galt. John Galt, I am honored by your early presence. My goodness. Antonis Constantu, Constantinu. I know some Greek people. I should be able to say that. Sorry. Ryan, how's it going? Is that the photo she used to catfish Salah? That's the photo from her LinkedIn profile, actually. Yeah. Yeah, it appears to be the case, John Galt. Did I read this right? She lied about helping DV survivors. It certainly appears that way. Kimberlina is in the nest. Kimberlina, thank you for the DM on Twitter. That was a nice surprise to wake up to. I'm not going to play it on this channel, but guys, if you watch Piggy or if you watch Jessica Messica, at the very end of Jessica Messica's live stream, where she has like some burnt waffles as an emoticon, like as her profile picture, a lot was on her channel, and basically said, you can watch it on either Piggy or, of course, Jessica Messica. That's where it came from originally. He came on the panel and basically said, yeah, the year is up. It was a project. He used the word project. It was a year-long project, and now it's finished, and she will go back soon, and he'll basically move on to the next one. So, yeah. And that was very recently, and I don't like to... Kimberlina, thank you so much for sending that to me, because it's just like such a good nugget of information to have, you know. But I encourage you to go watch it wherever you can catch it. Something, you know, like an exclusive interview, more or less, and where it did just happen very recently. I don't like to take views away from other channels. I don't like it when it's done to me. I've had it done to me, and I like, you know, just a little grace period. And then when she collects all the views that she will probably get on it, then, you know, other channels, I feel, at that point could view, like, on their channels. But definitely check it out. I wouldn't say there was much more to it than that. They were mostly chatting and stuff, but that was the crux of it. That was it. And we don't know if he's telling the truth or just having fun with Jessica. So, you know, you'll have to be the judge of that. Let's see. We've got Tara Mama. Morning to all. I was just starting to look into this morning and saw you already have. Oh, yeah, for sure. Hey, Sir Austin. Oh, well, watching while at work on a Saturday, Sir Austin. Aw, well, I'm glad I can be here with you. We got Marwa in the nest. Yes. We got Lisa in the nest. Stephanie. Lori Compton. We've got Mrs. Jones. Her entire life is fables and revisionist history. I think this story was probably taken from someone else because some of it is a little too specific. I think she's repeating a story, maybe that someone told her. That's what I think. Poison Pettifor, nice to see you, Nesty Bestie. We got Margie in the nest. One-Eyed Flo. Cherry Berry. This is a transcript from Chantal's video where she talks about the cooking that she did for a DV shelter. And I like to see it in writing, where I'm not looking at her, I'm not listening to her intonation, any inflection in her voice. I just like to see the words, because I find you can pick up things from that if you take the person out of it. Cynthia P is in the nest. Callie Cat. All right, I think we got Sea Life. Sea Life is in the nest. Oh, you getting OT? All right then, Sir Austin. Hey, you know, might as well have a good time while you're there at least, right? Janet Pirate is in the nest. Panda Pondu is in the nest. Alien. Willow P. Winter. Hello. We've got Old Broad. Hey, you're not late. It's okay. We haven't even gotten started yet. Not even yet. Hey, Delulu. How's the Lulu? Line Song. Europe friendly stream. I hope so. That's why I try to go live at all different times. So, you know, I don't want different parts of the world to say I never can watch her live. So I like to change it up whenever I can. Omi. Hey. We got Trailer Park Trophy Wife. Omi. I usually have like like either a countdown or a starting soon type of song for like the first 2 or 3 minutes of a stream, just so people can come in and, then we do our greetings. We're waiting for more people to pile in. So so we're like 9 minutes in, and we get started pretty quickly though, usually. Sammy Smith is in the nest. Sachi Bell is in the nest. Yeah. Jennifer Eber. What does she do now? That's the question every day. Alexis, interesting that Allah said that. Yeah, it is. It is. Don't really know. We'll just have to wait and see, The pot roast in the DV shelter and soap opera thing sounds like some sort of cliche fake thing. I mean, she was 17 years old. I'm gonna lay it all out for you. I've looked into this. 17 years old making a pork roast dinner for an entire shelter of DV victims. Okay. Hey, it's a lot of responsibility. But now, standing over a stove, she doesn't even know how to cook a piece of fish. But she was basically catering entire meals for a shelter. Hey, Goofy Goth Girl. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you. I like your name, too. Goofy Goth Girl. I love it. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah, baby. Thank you. A book lover review is in the nest. We've got Taylor Cole, OZ, Logical Lolly, Red Balls Pirate, hello. My chat's jumping a little bit. Angel of Glass, how's it going? Nice. All right. Boaz Beef, I think I already said hi. I just want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Inevitably, I will. Wicked Weird Wednesday. I don't know how much I trust the comments from Allah. Was it his account for sure? Oh, he was on camera, actually. He went on the panel with her. Yeah, you could see him. He was talking. It was definitely him. But I like that you have some skepticism. We should never assume that someone is who they appear to be, Mm-hmm. Yes. You hear there's pie in this video? Cheesecake, yeah. Ruby Parajules, I knew this story was BS. Hello, everybody. Hello. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So basically, what I heard Allah say is that it was a year-long project. The project is finished. She'll be going home soon, and he'll be on to the next one. That was the crux of it. Yeah. Bats batting. How are you? All right. Jack in the Box. Jen. Okay. I think we got most everybody. If I missed you. Oh, Alyssa. Hey, Alyssa. How's it going? Just a gamer. You had blueberries and blackberry cheesecake last night? Oh. Are you vibing with Chantal, Just a gamer? We got Cheryl Blue 19. Hey. All right. I think we got everybody. If I happen to miss you, please don't take it personally. It does happen. Lizzie C. Watch it be like her sister cooked for DV victims. Something. It's something. I don't think it was her. Yep. 1 year and done, right? I mean, you take a lot with a big grain of salt, M. Hobbs, as we should. We have no reason to trust him. Rebecca Brazil, maybe that's why Chantal was crying the other day. Could be, yep. Hey, Darkest Coven. Hey. I don't know if she's aware or what her involvement, if the $9,000 was a down payment and that, he was hoping she was going to bring in more money with their couples channel, but that didn't happen. Christy says, I personally don't appreciate Foodie saying she worked with DV victims. Neither do I. That is the lowest of the low. Go volunteer someplace for real and then don't tell anybody about it. How's that? That would be some actual service to someone else. How about that? You take everything personally. I stole your wallet once. I know, but it was like, it's real leather and it was really nice. It was a bifold, not a trifold. It just fits better in my purse. I'm sorry, John. You can have it back. God, if you're going to publicly shame me, you can have your wallet back. My God. Callie Cat. All right. Let's get started. Oh, hey, 9 Lives. Hey. That's a cute name. Like your little kitty cat picture. Hey, Lisa. I think I already said hi, but hi anyway. It would explain why she's feeling fat, old, and barren, because she can't keep Salah. Maybe it was one of those things, how if I can just get in his house, it'll be fine from there. Maybe it was like, okay, we have a business agreement. It's going to last 1 year. It's a 1 year project with the couples channel, launch his channel, make some money. But maybe she thought, once I get there, I just have to get there. Just like with that guy, just have to get in his house. I just have to get to Kuwait. I just have to get there and then it will be fine. Then he'll fall in love with me. He'll realize how awesome I am. Yeah, well. Hey, Stephanie, all she cared about was eating those people's food. Yeah. Panda Pandu, I will put an extra 20 in the wallet for John since I held it for so long. I'll pay interest. Yeah. Hey, Knee Manor, how's it going? Smoky Grandma, what's going on? Yeah. Because all men want her. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't want Foodie Beauty? Look at her. She makes the foodie and she's a beauty. Yeah. Not so much. Okay. So let's listen to her. Okay. And it's about 18 minutes in. It starts at 18:01 when she starts talking about the shelter. So we have a little while to like listen to the, oh, and I use Philadelphia cream cheese, blah, 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 blah. But then when we get to that part, I'm probably going to take her off the screen. We could do it both ways. I could take her off the screen and put the text up. So we just hear her voice. Now, it may not be exact because it's a transcript. And sometimes like the transcriber doesn't hear everything correctly. So, all right. Let's get going. Let's do this. Oh, I gotta go past the cameo. How could I forget that? Okay, there's the meatloaf. Oh, yeah.
Occasion gifts. Hope to hear from you. Bye.
Meatloaf, cheesy scalloped potatoes, and homemade lotus strawberry cheesecake. So if you're not familiar with lotus, it's a cookie, a biscuit, you might say in the UK. And it is lotus in the UK, but in the States it is Biscoff. So those little thin, crunchy, oval, rectangular-ish shaped cookies that you get on the airplane, that you used to get on the airplane. I don't think you even do anymore. Biscoff, it's the same thing as lotus. It's a cookie that she crushed up to use as a crust.
Hello guys, assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to another video. So today I have a very special meal, one of my favorites ever. I'm gonna keep this on but down here a little bit. My meatloaf, first time in Kuwait. Cheesy potatoes au gratin. They're kind of like a scallop potatoes, but instead, I'll tell you in a minute, salad and homemade cheesecake with Biscoff crust, with homemade strawberry sauce. Okay, so this meal from scratch. Even the bread in my meatloaf is from scratch. I made some baguettes for breakfast today, and I used the leftovers with some milk in my meatloaf. And I'm going to tell you how I made everything because I didn't film everything because it was really hot in there. And I have some iced lime water. Let's have some Bismillah. Refreshing. All right, now let me tell you how I made this stuff. What are you guys having for dinner? I hope you're having a wonderful dinner. Okay, let's have some salata. So let's start with the salad. This is just romaine, black olives, tomatoes, and cucumber, and the dressing is a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of lime juice, some olive oil, pomegranate molasses, and a little bit of honey, salt, and pepper. Fresh vegetables. These potatoes here, so tender. Fork tender. Oh my gosh. I sauteed some onions and caramelized them a little bit. sliced potatoes in a baking dish. I made a cheese sauce with milk, like full fat milk. I made a roux first with butter and flour. About 2 tablespoons of each. Some milk, and I let that become thick. Added some sharp cheddar, poured it over the potatoes and onions,
Boring.
and let it bake. Let's see.
Boring.
Oh my gosh. Delicious. And you know, I also added some turmeric, salt, pepper, some garlic powder, and some 7 spice, a little bit.
I mean, potatoes should be fork tender, correct? I mean, if you are putting your fork into sliced potatoes, it shouldn't have a lot of resistance, should it? No, I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm no chef, but I know that.
I am so annoying.
Yeah, so, yeah, she's going to talk about, you know, the ingredients and all of that, blah, 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 blah. Someone asked her for the recipe in her comments.
Which has like nutmeg and stuff. Oh, those are dangerous. Then for the meatloaf here, I mixed, I think, a pound of ground meat, beef. I soaked some of my leftover baguette in milk. I added that in, 1 egg. I blended up in the food processor, 1 green pepper, 1 red onion.
At least we don't use the air fryer for frozen food always.
Some ketchup. Salt, pepper. Maybe onion, garlic powder. And then I put the glaze of ketchup on top. And that's it. That's all she wrote, folks.
Easy peasy, says Chef Chantal. You can do it too.
Now the cheesecake. Bought 2 packages of about 200 grams each. Biscoff cookies. Lotus cookies. And I used my food processor to make the crumb. I added a bunch of butter, like melted.
Just put the recipe in the comments. I don't need to. I don't know. I don't care. Common Cookers TV says half a point to her for actually having cutlery and plates and no plastic. Eek, the size of them though, plus the water vase. Oh yeah, she loves her water vase. Yeah, and I mean, yeah, that is not a dinner plate. Not even close. That's a serving platter. That is a whole ass serving platter that she scooped up her meal into. So, you know, compared to the plate, it might look like a normal portion, but you got to think of this as an entire serving platter that a third is meatloaf, a third is cheesy potatoes, and a third is salad. Okay. But yeah, this isn't a dinner plate by far.
Butter, maybe 9 tablespoons.
How could she share the recipe? She doesn't follow one? That's true. That's true.
And some brown sugar. Pressed it in a pan. Froze it. Made the mix, which is sour cream.
Plus she'd have to type it out.
Icing sugar.
Too much
2
work.
containers of Philadelphia cream cheese. A little bit of lemon juice. Oh, and I put a little salt in the crust. And you just blend it. I didn't even use a blender. I just mixed it by hand till it was smooth. Strawberries is just strawberries and sugar, which makes like a syrup. And if you let it in the fridge overnight, it thickens into like a syrup. Don't have to use cornstarch. I don't have any, so.
She's trying to fake us out visually with the plate.
My dressing is so nice. I hope Salah likes it.
I think we're all just
let you guys
grateful
know.
for a plain white plate and not a plastic container. Just looks so much better. If she could get a real tablecloth now, she would have a full
So-
setup here.
I'm feeling a lot better today. I had a very nice day. Woke up after Fajr, which is the first prayer of the day, pretty early in the morning.
Okay, Frankenbeans. We'll
I
see you
started
when you
making
catch up.
homemade bread.
Hey, Liz. ATL Scorpio. Martina Dillard.
For the breakfast. I made the cheesecake last night. And Salah woke up.
Did she, Angel of Class, did she borrow a neighbor's plate and fork? The neighbors probably made this meal and brought it over to her in that platter. Here's some food for you and Salah. And she's like, thank you. And just sat right down to her mukbang station. Dug in.
And then made us breakfast. My homemade breads and scrambled eggs, chicken sausages.
And here's my beautiful
No,
wife,
no.
Chantal, is
Sliced
stunning
tomatoes.
as usual.
Some orange juice. Boring. Cleaned all that mess up.
Cool story. Hey, Dandy One. Hey, Virtual Troll Riot. Yeah, it's a 3-word limit between bites, Ryan. That's
Howie
right.
his salad,
Hey, Annette.
which I did record. I'm just waiting for my vlog to have enough footage from my vlog to, you know, add it in there. But I'm gonna slow down. Too good.
Slow down.
But I'm doing a lot better.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I was just being vulnerable the other night and just opening up and having a low moment. Homesickness. But I do feel like this is my home. It is.
You don't have to convince us, Chantal. I don't really
You
care.
know, with my pets.
With her pets.
My husband.
Oh, yeah. And that guy. That guy in the other room. That other guy? Yeah. Him too.
And we have friends and family here who love us.
Hey,
And
yes,
yes,
the
me
Gambian.
too.
Welcome
They're
to the
aware
nest.
of my past. But as long as I continue to try to do better, a past is just a past.
True. True.
Nobody can fault you for that.
Okay.
We all have one.
Okay. But nothing predicts future behavior better than the past. Hey, Eggplant Liz.
You know?
I'm sure you do, Smoky Grandma. English Virgo, yeah, yep. Betty Boykin. Still lost another
people
pet.
Who don't believe that, think I'm miserable. People are waiting for that, for me to be miserable.
Well, we don't have to wait.
Which
You
is
are.
Weird.
You're not waiting
But
for anything. You have been.
I can't control how people think.
No, you can't. But you're
But
depressing AF to watch, so that tells me you're probably not very happy.
you don't have to understand it. It's my journey. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Right.
And
Right. So move on.
nobody can really understand how I feel except for me.
No
Like,
one.
I'm feeling it.
That's right, Chantal. Okay.
By the way, I don't have makeup on because I made a huge dinner. Homemade cheesecake, homemade bread, meatloaf, potatoes. I'm not putting makeup on, okay?
Oh, my pause game is impeccable. Okay, listen, I don't know who needs a pat on the back for making dinner. Do you guys, if you make dinner for your family, now I sound like Chantal, do you guys ever, when you make dinner for your family, do you ever, run around the house in a circle, doing high fives with everybody in the neighborhood? Because you made, you made dinner? You expect too much. You want me to put makeup on too? Chantal, literally no one cares. No one cares. My God. You're eating off of a serving platter. You said you made the cheesecake last night. So, she's trying to make it all sound like, really. You put some things in the oven. These are probably boxed scalloped potatoes. Let's be real. Let's be real. Okay. And probably put some extra cheddar cheese over them. Mixing up meatloaf. It's some ingredients. And then you don't, just mix it up, put it in the pan, throw it in the oven. I think probably the biggest amount of effort was the salad, and she probably didn't even make it. She probably bought it from someplace, or a neighbor gave it to her. Here, dear, you look like you need some more vegetables. So, yeah. I mean, no one cares about the effort that anyone, really. If it's a special dinner and but really, it's not I couldn't do my hair or makeup, this is that you expect too much. This is all I could do. No one cares. No one cares what you look like, Chantal. Seriously. But she's going to go into that also. Oh. Okay, Tara.
We've become so accustomed to filters and, makeup to high heavens that we don't even really know what our natural beauty, appreciate our natural beauty anymore.
Okay, Chantal.
I'm like that too.
Are you? Oh, okay.
I have to work on that, but I can't stand
Work on the inner beauty.
not having eye makeup on. It's, I look tired. You gotta try that dressing. Come on, fan.
Wow.
Do your job.
She's got the fan blasting at her while she's sitting there eating. Hey, Becca
Comes in
Boo.
handy. I remember you guys saying, get a fan, get a fan. Now I know why.
I mean, what?
You should see our wall here. It's full of cases of water.
People told her to get a fan. All she's been complaining about since she got there is the heat. The heat. The heat. I can't even go outside. It's so hot. I can't even take a cold shower. The water's hot. Oh, and you guys have been bugging me to get a fan? Oh, now I see why. is this? Who is this?
Full.
Hi, babe.
Hey, babe.
You enjoy your food?
Yeah, but the real question is, did you?
This food level, I would say better than Cheesecake Factory.
No way! You really like the meatloaf?
100% yes.
Thanks, babe.
I think he was talking about the cheesecake, Chantal. Cheesecake Factory.
Did you hear that, Cheesecake Factory? Better watch out.
I'm sure they're scared.
My meatloaf is something else. I don't want to toot my own horn, but...
am so annoying.
Everyone is good at
least
cooking
we
something.
don't use the air fryer for frozen food
If
always.
you can't cook, don't be hard on yourself. Like, look at me. I can cook, and I just don't. I just didn't for a long time. And I never appreciated it.
Don't be hard on yourself. Great. Now we've got motivational coach Chantal. Chef Chantal, motivational coach Chantal. Don't be hard on yourself. You can do it. Look at me. I did it.
How better homemade food is. So what is something you can cook very well? Toot your horns in the comments. Me, meatloaf. And you know what? I used to dog on my mom's meatloaf. As a kid, especially. But hers was bomb too. But she used saltine crackers. And put cheese on top. Cheese slice. She didn't always make like... She did cook almost every day. Pretty much. We never ate out much. I don't think we could afford to. My mom was like... I told you this, but a single mom. For many years. And,
1 minute countdown till shelter talk. Get ready.
she went through college, worked. Even in high school, though, I would come home and supper. There would be something to eat. I love my Smee. All right, check this cheesecake. Better than Cheesecake Factory. The lotus. Have you ever had a lotus cookie? Velvety, creamy.
Just an
Beauty
FYI, whether you think she's Muslim or not, we don't call Muslims pigs. Just an FYI.
I do that because it's so good. That all noise must stop and appreciate. I fell in love with no-bake cheesecake when I was working at a
Here we
women's
go.
shelter
Here
in
we
Mattawa,
go.
Ontario.
Okay, Mattawa, Ontario. I think we'll just let her speak her piece. It's about 2 minutes long. And then I would like to replay her speaking with the transcript in front of us so we can read as she's talking. And I would like for you guys, if you are interested in being a nestigator today and join the Are You Serious Nestigation team, to just keep a very open ear for anything that jumps out to you, because we're all coming to this with our own experiences. So you may know something that someone else doesn't know about. So keep that in mind when we're listening to this story. She fell in love with no-bake cheesecake when, let me just actually go back a little bit. I want to get exactly what she says.
I fell in love with no-bake cheesecake when I was working at a women's shelter in Mattawa, Ontario. We had a cookbook there. And I always wanted to make the best dishes because I would be cooking, okay, and doing groceries and playing Yahtzee, and actually that's not all I did. I also sorted the clothing for the donations. I sometimes looked after the daycare. I wrote an article for the newspaper talking about my work there. I volunteer worked. But the satisfaction on the faces of the women residing at the shelter. Now, the shelter was for women who were like escaping an abusive relationship. It was a very safe place for them. Even the door at the place had no, I'm sorry, I'm getting so emotional because when I remember them, how sweet they were, and they didn't deserve any of what they were going through in life. So just to be able to put like a little smile on their face by making them like gourmet food, like literally gourmet. I would take out this cookbook, even the counselor, because they had counselors working there, and then they had me a volunteer. They were like, the girl was like, my gosh, they're lucky having you cooking for them. I don't eat pork anymore, but I remember making this pork roast with like, oh my gosh, the sauce was like an apple, homemade apple. I don't know, it baked for hours, and the whole smell and the whole when you're cooking something with love, it just smelled up the whole shelter and just like made the ambiance just so comforting. And there was a recipe for a no-bake cheesecake, and I made it, and oh my gosh, I was blown away. It had graham cracker crust though, but kind of a big piece. Very wonderful women. One woman would just watch, she would crochet and just watch Days of Our Lives. No. One woman watched Days of Our Lives. This one woman who crocheted would watch Passions.
Okay, and that's where it ends. Okay, so I have some things to show you, and we'll continue the rest of the video, and we'll go back, and I want to listen to that again after I show you a few things. Okay, so let me take her off the screen for a moment. Okay, first I'm going to just show you that this is, in fact, her LinkedIn profile. I did black out her last name. Pretty much everyone knows it, but just in case if you don't, okay. So, and it is still live on LinkedIn. You can look it up. If you do know her last name, you can look it up and find this yourself. She hasn't touched it in quite some time, okay. Now, she has, let me make sure I have the other part to that. Yeah. Let me put this up separately. She says that she volunteered here at 17 years old. That's what it says on LinkedIn. 17 years old, a minor in a domestic violence shelter is what she's calling it, right? Here's this. Volunteer. This is from her LinkedIn page. Volunteer, Mattawa Women's Resource Center, January 2002. That would make her 17 years old, like 2 months before her 18th birthday. What did she do there? She wrote newspaper articles announcing the organization's goals and activities within the community, and assisted social workers in care of organization's clientele. There's nothing here about cooking. She does fancy herself to be a foodie, right? If she had cooking responsibilities, why wouldn't it be here? She also, states that she's still there. January 2002 to present. So she hasn't updated this. That I don't see as that big of a deal. I mean, people, sometimes will fill things out and abandon them and never even think like, do I even have a LinkedIn account? Actually, you do, and you haven't updated it. So that's not a big deal. But when she did fill this out, she wrote newspaper articles and helped out the social workers with stuff that they needed. Okay? I need to show you something else. And please stop me if you have any questions. Where she's saying this is Mattawa Resource Center, and I did look it up. It is a place. Let me show you that now. This is Mattawa Resource Center. They aren't known to be a DV shelter, but they do have 10 emergency beds. So if someone is in a dire emergency, they have to get out. They do have 10 beds, but they're not an ongoing shelter where people stay. It's for emergencies only. People can stay a maximum of 42 days. Can't take your pets. There's a Purina program in the States that's working to change that, because a lot of domestic violence survivors don't leave because of their pets. And if they could take their pets, they would be out in a heartbeat. So Purina has a program they started for that. And how they describe it is somewhere to go, to talk, to stay, 10-bed emergency shelter for all women, with or without, with or without children. We offer support, information, and referrals to any woman over the age of 16, it says. 16. She was 17. So that's about the place itself, okay? Now, Mattawa, Ontario. Where is that? Where is Mattawa, Ontario? Huh. Do you know where she lives? Or where she did live, right? Most of us know the name of the town, Cornwall. On her LinkedIn profile, it does say that she went to a high school in Cornwall. So my guess is, being 17 years old, she was living in Cornwall. Cornwall is the red little thing. I probably should way enlarge that, huh? Cornwall is on the right side, right along that river there. Upwards to the left, the west, is Mattawa, where this shelter supposedly is. You can see, Google Maps will tell you how long it takes to get there. And if you can't read it, let me enlarge it. 4 hours, 8 minutes from Cornwall to Mattawa. It's a 4-hour drive. And she was in high school. And it's not a shelter. So, whose story is this? Investigations, exactly. What high school person, even if it's in the summer, even if I did a lot of volunteering in high school during the summer, but it was within my own city. It was within my own city. Sometimes I would walk or take the bus or get dropped off wherever I was volunteering. And I'm not like a goody two-shoes. Don't get me, okay. It wasn't like that. I just wanted to get out of the house and do stuff. So, whose story is this? 4 hours away, volunteering and cooking for a women's shelter. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's a very good idea, Stephanie. Now we need to find the newspaper articles she wrote. Excellent idea. If you are experiencing a DV situation, there is help for you. If you are in the States, there's a link pinned to the top. It's the hotline. You can call, you can text, you can chat online, you can email, and there's an emergency button on the website that you can press immediately to have it just return you right back to Google if someone's looking over your shoulder, that you don't want them to know that you're looking at it. It was a Hallmark movie, Poison Petty 4. Do you remember the title of it? My sister watches all those. She probably knows. Where did her grandma live? I don't know, Sir Austin. That is a very good question. That's a good question, because if she stayed with her grandma during the summer, that could be. Mm-hmm. She didn't graduate high school till 20? Okay. So, 4-hour drive. "17 years old. Probably didn't drive herself 4 hours away, right? I wouldn't think. As a kid. It's on her LinkedIn that she volunteered writing newspaper articles and helped the social workers with what they needed. That was it. That was it. I find this especially despicable because it is such a sensitive topic. And if you have been through anything like this, the people who did help you, if you got help and if you did get out first, right on. Good for you. If you haven't gotten out yet, keep trying. Keep trying. If people have helped you, you know how special those people are. And to have someone fake that they volunteered at a DV shelter, cooking meals and putting smiles on the faces of DV survivors, Chantal, I don't know how much lower you can get. You continue to surprise me. It's animal abuse and neglect. You've said some horribly insensitive, psychopathic things, and you are trying to play the role of a volunteer who has helped people in a very sensitive situation, and you haven't. You haven't. I'm seeing something in the chat with KATEMAVIK. I don't know what that is. If you're not sure what we're talking about, I would suggest rewinding, because we're kind of on the move here, Why make up this story, especially a DV facility? Betty Boykin says Foodie cannot help herself, her unbalanced mind. And she said she cooked gourmet meals. Right. She didn't make a bunch of PB&J sandwiches. She took care of the daycare while she was there. Well, let's take a look at her list of things that she said she took care of at this place. Sorry for the small font. I'm going to play her again, and we can follow along without watching her and see if anything else comes up for you. Okay, let me go back a little bit. She's really something. Piece of work, to say the least.
I fell in love with no-bake cheesecake when I was working at a women's shelter in Mattawa, Ontario. We had a cookbook there.
Okay, you guys want to discuss I don't know how it's pronounced, Katamavik. So is it an inpatient facility? She was forced to do a lot of volunteering that was supposed to teach her compassion through the program she was in. And do you think that that was at this place? Because I don't believe it is. She may have volunteered somewhere, doing something. I can't, in a million years, fathom that at a DV shelter, where women are in constant danger of being found, that they would stick a minor child in there. You can't run background checks on minor children. Their police record is sealed, as far as I know, if you're a minor. I don't know if it's the same way in Canada. I mean, you work with, these are extremely vulnerable people that their life is at risk. They're basically in hiding. And they're going to stick Chantal in there at 17 years old to start cooking and serving up meals? Sorry, don't buy it. Now, what do we need to address about this place? Like, how does it relate to this?
I love you, Chantal.
Hey, Valley Horned Lark, welcome to the Nest. It's an organization for troubled teens. Okay, they force you to volunteer and you're inpatient. And she was deemed non-threatening. She was only in there because she was a spoiled brat. You went through it. Okay, thank you, Lala, for telling us your story about that. That's helpful. Does that relate to this at all? They sent the troubled teens there that aren't violent to this particular facility, Lala? And is that close by to where this is? I'm going to continue playing while I wait for some answers.
And I always wanted to make the best dishes because I would be cooking, okay, and doing groceries and playing Yahtzee. And actually, that's not all I did. I also sorted the clothing for the donations. I sometimes looked after the daycare. I wrote an article for the newspaper.
Looked after the daycare. So you have women who have escaped an abusive situation. And I'm not exaggerating to say that some of these women's lives were at risk if they were found. And the children. So they have a daycare there. So the women, while they're receiving services or finding out what to do next, because this is a resource center, not a full-time shelter. Someone like Chantal is watching their children at 17 years old. Someone who just escaped their abusive partner with their child, and they stick a minor in there. I don't know. I don't know.
Talking about my work there, I volunteer worked. But the satisfaction on the faces of the women residing at the shelter. Now, the shelter was for women who were like escaping an abusive relationship. It was a very safe place for them. Even the door at the place had no, I'm sorry, I'm getting so emotional because when I remember them, how sweet they were, and they didn't deserve any of what they were going through in life. So just to be able to put like a little smile on their face by making them like gourmet food, like literally gourmet. I would take out this cookbook, even the counselor, because they had counselors working there, and then they had me a volunteer. They were like, the girl was like, my gosh, they're lucky having you cooking for them. I don't eat pork anymore, but I remember making this pork roast with like, oh my gosh, the sauce was like an homemade apple. I don't know, it baked for hours, and the whole smell and the whole when you're cooking something with love, it just smelled up the whole shelter and just like made the ambiance just so comforting. And there was a recipe for a no-bake cheesecake. And I made it, and oh my gosh, I was blown away. It had graham cracker crust though, but kind of a big piece. Very wonderful woman. One woman.
Why am I always muted when I have the most to say? Thank you, guys. Okay, first of all, first. Nothing has been decided here. We do full investigations, okay? This is a process. No one is discounting information that's being put into the chat. Everything is considered, which is why I asked everyone to listen with an open ear, because everyone brings their own experience to this. There are things that I don't know. There are things that you will know. So please don't get frustrated and think that anything that's being said is being discounted. I literally have 3 screens up in front of me doing all of this. If I miss one comment, I apologize. That I'm going back through to read it. I'm going back through to read as this is playing, okay? This particular facility that you guys are talking about that she was sent to is located in, I looked it up, it's located in Westmount. I don't know anything about Canada, if that's close to this place or not. I don't know if they would put her on a bus 2 to 3 hours a day to go volunteer someplace. I don't know where it is. I haven't gotten there yet. So I appreciate all of the information. We have to sort through it. So if we're not making snap judgments saying, oh, well then, oh, okay, well, all right then. You know, that's not what we do. We look at everything. It takes time. Okay, so Lala has been there herself. So I've been looking for her messages. And I could have missed it. I'm not clear yet if this particular place is a place where at this program that Lala has been to, that Chantal went through, if they send people there to volunteer. If you're just joining, there are words on the screen because we were listening to Chantal so we could follow along as she's speaking. So, I don't see an answer to my question. I see people that are, getting a little heated, and just because the video is playing doesn't mean that I'm not. Okay, trust me, there's a lot going on. And Susan said, can we slow down and address and I wish someone could help me pronounce it, Katamavic thing? And that's when I said, yes, what is it? What is it? So we've gotten some explanations, but I'm not clear yet about whether this is even related to it at all. That's not clear to me. I believe Lala that she has been through the program, that she's been there. I just need more information. They force you to volunteer and you're inpatient, so you have to go. And she was deemed non-threatening. She was only in there because she was a spoiled brat. I went through it. Okay. They send troubled teens in there that aren't violent. I'm just continuing to scroll through. I was in one 5 hours away from my home for 3 months, nothing but therapy and volunteering everywhere. I even got set up to be a stag for Stained. I don't know what that is. They bus you to all the locations where you have to volunteer. She didn't volunteer out of the goodness of her heart. She was forced to. That's the real tea here. I believe she volunteered through inpatient program. I don't care if it was against her will or not. If she volunteered and cooked for an entire shelter of DV survivors, this is what she's claiming. That's what she's claiming. And that she did daycare duty for children of survivors. I am finding that highly improbable. Highly. Poison Pettifor, let's say this is true. It makes her saying what she did about Dee Dee being abused even more disgusting. She said Dee Dee deserved it. So this person, Chantal, you want me to take the words off the screen? Is it bugging people? This person, Chantal, says that as a teenager, she actually went through a volunteering program to help survivors of domestic violence. And you would think, right? You would think possibly that that would make you a little more sensitive to people in that situation, right? Well, Dee Dee deserved it, according to her. She deserves it. No matter how we go around this, even if she volunteered and cooked all the meals all summer long, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the staff and a shelter full of 75 women and their children, she still has no compassion for DV survivors and feels the need to bring it up how many years later? 20 years later. I fixed the hat. Chantal's mother's maiden name is her mother's married name to Chantal's stepfather is that, the L. That's how that name comes in. So I'm still not getting the direct connection here. And I totally could be missing something. I'm still scrolling. And if this subject is triggering to anybody, please take care of yourself. You know, Chantal is upsetting enough to regular people on a regular day that haven't been through something like this, so please take care of yourselves. Hey, Boaz B, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. £2. Thank you.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh yeah, baby. So, no, she shouldn't be trying to get praise for that at all, no matter why you do it, is what Lala is saying. Okay, TRC. I'm a high school teacher in Ontario, Canada. It's a program for teens who need the alternative program for multiple reasons, not a common choice for neurotypical teens. Okay. Okay. I guess I'm just going to look on a map. I don't know if this is even correct. So on Catamavic, on their website, at the very bottom on the Contact Us, it's Westmount. Is that where they're located? That just could be like a corporate office. Or is that where they're actually located? Does anyone know that? Lala, can you answer that? Hey, Kane and Gerd. No, Susan, I appreciate that. No, because I kept seeing that word in the chat, and I'm like, I have no idea what that is. So, yeah, no, we should stop and consider everything, for sure. For sure. We just need the information to come in, and we consider it as it comes in. That's totally fine. If they routinely bust kids hours at a time, it's possible. It's not even really so much the distance that's really, I mean, seems like it is a factor. But to me, putting a minor child in a situation where there are women who have escaped seriously abusive situations, who are bringing their children with them, and they put Chantal in charge of the children and cooking, I find that highly improbable. Usually, if you're working with kids, period, you need a full, I don't know, but Canada's different. I don't know, in the States, you need fingerprinting done, you need a background check done, credit check. They are looking at everything if you have anything to do with a kid. Volunteering also. I mean, we all know, disgusting things that happen to kids, even with women. So they get checked out. And being in a kitchen cooking for all these women who are in that situation, did she have contact with these women? I would not trust her to leave that kitchen to go home and not gossip about the women who were there. She was already just telling us someone was crocheting watching a soap opera. What if it wasn't so long ago, what if just that fit the profile of someone's wife who left? And she said the name of the place, what city it's in, what town it's in. What about, you can't even trust her 20 years later? Someone crocheting watching Days of Our Lives. Oh, is that where she went? Oh, when she took off with my child? Is that where they went? Chantal's telling you where she went. So, can we continue? Let's continue. Let's go back. So I'm putting the words on the screen because we've already watched her tell the story, and you can watch her face for all of her cues that she's lying, which I think we've picked up some. We're watching it through a second time now. I'd like to put the transcript on the screen so we can follow it through. For me, sometimes if I see the words without looking at the person, it helps me look at things a little bit differently. You think her time there was court-ordered due to her breaking out of the psych ward? I don't care if it was. It doesn't matter to me. To me, it doesn't matter if it was mandated or it was completely volunteer effort, if it was out of the goodness of her heart or not. To me, that doesn't matter. That's true too, Jen. Got to remember this was 23 years ago. Things were not that strict, right? Yeah. You need to hear the story she told me once about a woman in the hospital. Yeah. Just so she can have something to talk about while she stuffs her face. Nice, huh? Nice. Nice. Okay, let me pull up the transcript again. I'd like to go through it. That's not it. And put the map on the screen for a second. That's 4 hours. That's 4 hours from where she lived. It's not impossible. I do find it highly improbable. And I do appreciate all of the extra information. It still doesn't answer my questions. It's a full investigation. Okay? It is. All right. I'm going to go back a little bit.
And there was a recipe for a no-bake cheesecake. And I made it. And
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. I
Need
was
some
blown away.
Z's. Thank you for that.
It had graham cracker crust though, but kind of a big piece. Very wonderful woman. One woman would just watch, she would crochet and just watch Days of Our Lives. No. One woman watched Days of Our Lives. This one woman who crocheted would watch Passions.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was.
All right, let me bring her back up on the screen. So let's just let all of that information that we now have, let's just let that kind of settle into our minds for a little bit while we listen to the rest of the video and see what else she has to say, because something else might come up.
You are my passion for life. Wow. Oh my gosh, mashallah. That was amazing. Thank you, Allah, for this wonderful food. You know, I'm just so like appreciative these days of that's one thing that Islam has taught me to be, is appreciative. You know, I don't talk about my religious journey. I am thinking of doing more videos about that, but I just wanted to learn more about it myself before I start making videos. But I mean, I'm a beginner, but I remember that one lesson, if you know, being appreciative of everything you have, this piece of cheesecake, this roof over my head. I don't have riches, I don't have a lot of jewelry, my beautiful ring, Arabian gold ring, but I don't have much else to show. I have my husband, my pets, we have a car, apartment. We have a very modest life in a lot of ways. And you know, that's good enough for me. I don't really care about having Chanel bags and material things. To me, that's not wealth. To me, I don't want a Chanel bag. Like, even if I had...
Why not? Oh my god.
I mean, we probably could, like, buy one, but...
They really don't make them as well as they used to. If you do want to get a Chanel, get a vintage one. They make them like crap now. But why wouldn't you? If someone were to give you a Chanel bag, Chantal, you wouldn't take it? I mean, I know you don't have any kind of fashion sense or even want to try to look good, but hey, you know, if someone gives you a Chanel bag, take it.
That would not be wise. You know, I don't think that...
Holy Spirit activate.
It's something I would even want.
Yeah, we should.
If I could buy one without it, affecting me. Like, if I was rich, you know, I just wouldn't... I wouldn't want it. If that's what makes you happy in life, I'm not going to dog that. That's totally your life. But me personally, because I've seen comments of people being like, you're 40, you don't have anything. But that's where you're wrong. Because not all wealth is material.
Okay.
I am very, very happy with what I have.
Truly, yeah, clearly.
So.
Clearly happy.
Yeah, I just want to emphasize that.
We know Chantal. Savage Vegas baby. I bet her ex-bestie Shannon would know, and if you contact her, she may just come on panel. Just a thought. Possibly. I don't like to cow tip. And to me, that would be a form of cow tipping. Involving people that have actually been in Chantal's life. That's a little further than I would like to go, that I'm comfortable going, but it's a great idea. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh yeah, baby. And I'll bring up Dice while she's on the screen also.
Because it could help. I emphasize that not to convince myself or other people. I say that actually to convince other people. Like, a lot of people are down and depressed right now and feeling like they can't go on in life because they don't have enough material possessions. You have a lot more than you realize. Just look for it. Alright, guys. I'm gonna finish my refreshing water.
So fake.
Fake. I love Salah trying all these new foods. I said meatloaf and scallop potatoes are, you know, a very popular dish in Canada. So, yeah. So I don't know what I'm going to cook next, but I'm sure I'll think of something.
You wish.
We'll see. Anyways, guys. Some days I'm going to be cooking in the kitchen. Some days I'm just going to show you what I'm eating. Some days will be vlogs. Some days I'm going to try to mix it up, you know. But anyway, no matter what, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Whatever. Let's do one more roll. Ah, darn it.
You wish.
Thank you very, very much. I appreciate the suggestion for sure. I do. So, what do you guys think? Where would you like to take the nestigation from here? Because I don't feel like I'm any further ahead than I was this morning. What do you guys think? She's a clown. Agreed. Yeah, we can all agree on that, can't we? She is a clown. Yes. She thinks if she cooks, YouTube can't demonetize her. Right. I mean, you got to taste it, right? Yep. She's stealing someone's story. That is my thought. Now, I don't have all the information. I don't, clearly. But from what I know about Chantal and what I've been able to put together, I find it highly improbable. I'm not saying that she didn't even go to this place. Maybe she did. But I don't think she was cooking and caring for children. I think call BS on all of that.
At least we don't use the air fryer for frozen food always.
Yeah, she did post a new video right as I was going live, which, you know, I never like to be the person to say, oh, Chantal watches me or whatever. I think she does on occasion, but not all the time. And I don't even want to say that the timing was all that suspicious, but I'm like, I'm literally calling you out for lying. And you have a new video to post? Okay, maybe not. Absolutely, Christy, my gosh. It's so horrendous. You know, this person never fails to go lower and lower and lower, even when she's telling a story that happened 20 years ago. I mean, really. Alette brings up a valid point in the chat. Oh, with the air fryer, you mean? Yes, we can watch. We can absolutely watch the new atrocity that she has put out. Yes, we can, of course. Of course. And I'm going to continue to mull this over. I'm going to continue to do some research and look. And Lala, thank you for all of the information and for sharing your experiences with us. That's very helpful for sure. Christy, thank you for sharing your experiences. If anyone is especially, well, I mean, she triggers everybody all the time anyway, but like if this topic is especially triggering for any reason, please be sure to take care of yourself. You are the most important person. You have to look over yourself, look after yourself. And, you know, Chantal's not that important to put your mental health at risk at all. Not at all. What this desert camel does is unbelievable. You're unbelievable. Dumbass. Okay. Let's see. Let me get it. All right. Should be good. Should be good. I guess I'll take my chef hat off. I like wearing it. Okay. Oh. Oh boy. All right. Camels, huh? What a clickbaity title, huh? Very clickbaity. Okay, let's see. Let's see how this goes.
Hi there, Beezers! Want a personalized video from me to you?
So because Chantal loves the camels, I decided to take her out to the desert today.
There is something I find so relaxing about the desert. Maybe it's the all-encompassing quietness, or the vast open and mostly empty landscape. I love coming here, time and time again. The sky is gorgeous today. One thing is for sure, I definitely get a dopamine boost when I interact with the desert's gentle giant.
That's not dopamine, jerk. That's your serotonin level, okay? There are different hormones in your brain. There are different things that are stimulated in your brain when you interact with different things. Dopamine release comes from her food. Food. She is just spouting out whatever. This would be serotonin. Whatever. It's not like she cares.
The dromedary. And that's why I'm here today.
Whoa!
Yeah, this poor camel doesn't need 450 pounds leaning on its neck. I just can't stand seeing her around animals, period.
So cute.
So cute.
I love having hugs. Eh?
Yeah. Gorgeous.
Oh my gosh.
So adorable.
I know. Look at it. Are you a good girl?
She love you.
They're so big. Wow.
They are like dinosaurs. Right?
Yes. Oh.
It's a warm hug.
I'm the camel whisperer, I swear.
How they love you, babe?
I don't know.
Personally, I think that they are just trying to distract her from thinking about riding them. That's what I think is going on here. It's like, let's act like we're enjoying being petted so she doesn't think about trying to climb on.
What
Yeah, that's amazing.
are you doing? What are you doing down here? Eh?
Like ostrich or what?
What are you doing?
They like to dig their face in the sand, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
But the camels, no.
No, I mean, I never seen one do this. She loves this being pet. Aw, you're the sweetest. You're the sweetest camel.
Why don't you take one home, Chantal?
What are you doing?
Maybe sick or something?
Yeah, probably. It's gonna puke. Then she was fine until you touched her. Now she's gonna be sick. This is probably a very ill animal. Have you ever seen a camel do this? I haven't.
Did you like that?
Oh. What the heck? Hello.
This camel loves me.
She just wants anyone or anything to like her. Anyone or anything.
Oh, look at this one. Hi.
Oh, you go outside. Oh. Okay, guys, this camel broke the rules.
Yeah.
He go outside.
He's wheezing.
Yeah, without permission.
Don't barf.
Well, how did he get out? I'm sure he was already out. I mean, really. How did he get out then? Whose camels are these? Whose camels are these? This is someone's camels. They don't just like hang out like this with barbed wire around them. Like, this is someone's camels. It's either a place that I don't no, we're not gonna go there.
This one loves me.
I know.
You're the sweetest. They're like desert horses. Look at this. They love it.
They feel jealous. Oh.
No one's jealous, Salah. Nobody. Nobody is jealous.
Nice girl. Oh, she just puked in her mouth. I can't stay forever. You know? Oh. Oh.
Aww.
Exactly, Susan. Same, exactly. I can't stand it when people like Chantal and ALR say, this animal loves me, she's happy. They have no knowledge of any animal body language, yet they think they know what the animal is thinking. Always, always, always.
How are they doing this?
Because they love you.
Why? What?
Salah. They love you, okay? Now stop bothering me. They love you. CRC, maybe this is her new place of employment. That is hilarious. It could be. She's been hinting at it for quite some time, hasn't she? Oh my God. Yeah, maybe this is the new job. Right? I would love it. I would love it. Yeah. Yeah. Salah says the camel is jealous. Okay.
And here's my beautiful wife, Chantal.
Hi.
Stunning as usual. You enjoying hugging the camel?
Yes. I never thought they would be like this.
It's priceless.
Do you like this?
Exactly, Angel of Glass. Always ask. The shepherd, the owner. With any animal, right? I mean, you see a dog on the street, you ask the owner, is it friendly?
Well, that was super fun. Oh my gosh. Super fun, super fun. Hi. Want to give me a goodbye? Gotta go.
She's like crying, see? She gonna miss you, baby.
Okay. It's like he's talking to a child.
I gotta go now.
Well, she's like, no, no. No. See another one? Look at the teeth. You look like someone familiar.
Oh, did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that? Looks like someone familiar. Oh my God. He's starting a war. He's starting a war. For some reason, all I thought was Joe Camel, like on cigarettes, right? No, he was talking about the... Oh my God. Did you guys hear that?
Grouping.
I like it. You like that?
Hey, look at the camera, see?
How was that? You like to be scratchy scratch?
It's time to say goodbye, buddy.
You don't think he was talking about Nader?
I could hear it regurgitating.
Goodbye, lovely camels.
Bye-bye.
See you around.
There's something living in these holes, but I'm not sure what.
Okay. Let's see. Maybe there's snaky snake.
Salah, why don't you stick your head in there? Why don't you just stick your head in there? Get on your stomach and stick your head in there. See what's in there. Tell us, for the channel. You know, for the channel. Tell us.
Probably. This one wants to come home with us. So that's it for this video, guys. On our way out.
I gotta see what we're doing here. So they are at This could just be like a highway side little setup.
Out of the desert, we stopped at a desert caravan where you can buy anything from soccer balls to water, and we did buy a big cold water. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed making this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Okay. Okay. Clickbait title. What this desert camel does is unbelievable! 3 exclamation points. Yeah. Unbelievable. Put its head down. Great. A nice scorpion, spider, or snake would do for sure. I don't even know what would be in there. That was pretty big, though. It was big. Big. The title, What This Desert Camel Does, is unbelievable. That's the whole video. Yep, that was the whole thing. 9 minutes, 5 seconds. Correct. That was it. That's all we were entitled to from our queen Foodie Beauty for today. Is she visiting the desert one last time before he permanently ships her off? Could be. Yeah. And I don't know about that teeth remark. To me, it sounded like he's trying to drum up some like last minute drama for that last paycheck. I don't know. That's how I took it. I don't know how you guys took it. You nearly fell out of the nest looking at cute camels. You lost your thought. It's funny. Yeah. It was kind of unbelievable that the camel didn't puke. Yeah, she said she could hear it regurgitating. Eesh. Ugh. Yet you go over, rub-a-dub, huh? Okay, yeah, excellent content, Chantal. Exactly, Kimbolina. Wow. Well, we haven't done Holy Spirit Activate in a while. What do you say we end the stream on that? We haven't done that in a while. I think, to cleanse the nest thoroughly, get everything out of our system, and live the rest of our lives, the rest of our day, the rest of the weekend on a happy note. We'll just forget this scumbag that we just watched. What do you think? You were thinking about the flaps, not the teeth. Oh my God, Lisa. Yikes. All right, let's Holy Spirit activate. And I'll say goodbye now before I put it on. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you for helping with the nestigation. But I'm definitely going to look into it a little bit more. And I'm sure that other channels will be doing their own investigations as well. So maybe as we can do it as a group effort and see. I just think she's lying. Whenever I question something that Chantal says, the default is she's lying. She is a known pathological liar. Period. So, everybody, thank you again very, very much for helping with the nestigation, for hanging out, for chit-chatting with everybody and me. Much appreciated. Okay, let's Holy Spirit activate. Yes, we need to. Have a great rest of your weekend. Oh, sorry. Wait. Whoa. Sorry, guys. I messed something up. My apologies.
Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate.
Hey, they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit, but you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit, activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way? So
Holy Spirit, activate.
You better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit, activate.
You better get him, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get him, Lord.
activate.
Hey, better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get him, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get him, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate.
Hey,
Activate. Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit, but you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit, activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way? So
Holy Spirit, activate.
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get him, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get him, Lord.
activate.
Hey, better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get him, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get him, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate.
Hey,
Activate. Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit, but you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit, activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way? So
Holy Spirit, activate.
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get him, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get him, Lord.
activate.
Hey,
Activate. Let's go.
they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit, but you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit, activate. If you do it right now, that would be